What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool-Burnley post-match analysis video, and this is the biggest shock of the season. Liverpool losing to Burnley and losing for the first time since like 4 years almost. 2017 April was the last home Premier League game that Liverpool lost. That was against Crystal Palace. So this was a 68 home unbeaten games, and I expected Manchester City or Manchester United to end Liverpool's unbeaten run at home, but not Burnley. Oh, the memes just write itself. What has happened to this Liverpool team? I'm honestly very close to crying because this feels like the absolute nightmare of all nightmares. We just forgot how to score goals and the whole team forgot how to finish their chances. We are so low on confidence. The last time I've seen this was, I don't even remember. It was so long ago. Never before have been this, we have never before been this hopeless in front of goal under Jurgen Klopp. In Jurgen Klopp's like 5.5 years, Liverpool were always goal scorers, and yes, we had in the first 2 years we conceded a lot of goals, but this time we just forgot how to score goals. And I don't want to dig out any particular players, but Divock Origi just before halftime had the golden chance to score and end our 3-game goal drought, 3.5-game goal drought. He was clean through on goal after Ben Mee's shocking back pass, and he hits the bar. Divock Origi had so much confidence. He was the opposite of low confidence. He had so much confidence. He said, I'm gonna put it top pins. I'm gonna show everyone that I'm the player to dig Liverpool out of this goal drought. He was just 6 inches wrong. He was just 6 inches too high. The ball hits the bar, bounces just ahead of the goal line and goes out. And I don't want to, but I have to talk about VAR once again. But first, I want to have a question for you guys. What has happened to this Liverpool team? How can the whole team be out of form? Not one player is in form, and I think this lack of goals and the low confidence just spreads throughout the team. But what is also significant is we are getting absolutely nothing from the referees. No favors, no correct decisions in favor of Liverpool, no decisions in favor of Liverpool in the box. Again, a Burnley player handballs it in the box, nothing given. VAR and the referee just says play on. Man City got a penalty for a very similar thing last night against Aston Villa, which they made it 2-0. Man City's first goal was clearly offside, but they scored after that as well. And the exact same scenario happened in the Juventus-Napoli Italian Super Cup game. Ronaldo touched the ball after the defender controls it. Just check out Tyrone Mings' Twitter. That was given as offside. Man City's wasn't. My point is, Liverpool, when they face VAR decisions or refereeing decisions, we are so far in the minus. We have minus 16 decisions against Liverpool, which means that 16 decisions went against Liverpool overall, if you count the for and against decisions when VAR had to make a decision whether to favor Liverpool or to rule against Liverpool. Minus 16. That is by far the worst out of any team in the Premier League. And some of you say there is no bias against Liverpool. Some of you say that VAR is neutral. Absolute bollocks. They just wanted to have a very close title race. They saw that Liverpool ran away with the title. We saw that Liverpool won the title by 18 points. And this season, they are not giving us anything. Harvey Barnes races onto a very poor, I think Fabinho just lets the ball bounce and Alisson is not getting there. So what Alisson does is he tries to get the ball, so he dives and he's laying on the ground. John Barnes flicks the ball over Alisson, but the ball is going way out of play. He doesn't even lob Alisson. He was not trying to just flick it past him and score. He just kicked the ball up in the air and it goes out for a goal kick. And then what Harvey Barnes does is he just dangles his leg into Alisson. Alisson is lying on the floor like this. This is Alisson, and this is Harvey Barnes' leg, and he just does this. He puts his leg down and just makes contact with Alisson, and Alisson is not doing anything wrong. He's just lying on the ground, and of course the referee straight away, you just knew as soon as that happened, the referee will give the penalty and VAR will not overturn it, because that's just how bad luck and how this season works, and that's just how Liverpool having the worst rotten luck in terms of the referees. It was a pretty poor display overall. I don't want to excuse all the players because of these bad refereeing decisions. We didn't lose because of the refereeing decisions. We lost because we just can't finish our chances, and also it was a lack of confidence. We are just crossing the ball all the time into the box, hitting a cross and hoping. It is not a cross with a purpose. It's not as a cross with whip and accuracy. It's just more than a numbers game. Liverpool are just trying to put like 50 crosses into the box every game and just hoping that some crosses find Liverpool players. And now opposition teams know this. They just have to flood the box. Burnley were defending like with 8 or 9 players in the box and just outside the box. They just put 2 banks of 5 in front of their goal, and they are just heading everything clear. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think his form has been probably the biggest difference between last season and this season. Last season, Trent Alexander-Arnold was the top assist guy in the Premier League. This season, he is just so out of form. I'm not sure if he's not fully fit or he hasn't fully recovered physically from the injuries and the COVID, but he is delivering a fraction of his normal quality. Liverpool just ran out of ideas, ran out of confidence, a collective collapse by this team. And it's so painful. The most painful about this is that last season Liverpool were the best team in one of the best teams in Premier League history, and I in my opinion, the best Liverpool team in Premier League history, the best Liverpool team probably in football history, and we couldn't even celebrate properly our title win. There were no fans in the stadium. Liverpool couldn't do an open top bus parade because of the pandemic. And this season, it looks like the Liverpool team just ran themselves into the ground. Don't forget that this is relentlessly 3 years, 100 miles an hour, Jurgen Klopp heavy metal football, and maybe it took its toll on the players. Maybe physically and mentally, we just ran out of steam. We just ran out of creativity. We ran out of ideas. Not even Shaqiri or Thiago could unlock the Burnley defense. And the top scorers of the Premier League, because believe it or not, Liverpool are still the top scorers in the Premier League, even though Liverpool haven't scored for 4 games in a row now in the Premier League. I can't even believe that I'm saying this. Nobody could have predicted this, but Liverpool are absolutely shocking in front of goal. As I said, low on confidence, ran out of ideas, and Jurgen Klopp has biggest job on his hand in his Liverpool career. Liverpool, since we scored against West Brom, we have accumulated 7.7 expected goals. So that means that in the next 4 games we should have scored around 8 goals, and we scored 0. Liverpool had 27 shots today, 72% possession, and from 27 shots we couldn't score. But what is also staggering is like Liverpool had 80 shots since we last scored in the Premier League. 80 shots, that's almost 100 shots without scoring. Again, Liverpool had a lot of blocked shots. We had 12 corners, Burnley had 0 corners, and we had 6 shots on target. Burnley just had 6 shots and 4 of them were on target. But I don't think we should blame the defense today, and I don't think we should blame the referee, even though probably Burnley would never score if the referee doesn't give that bogus penalty. But Liverpool's lack of ideas and lack of creativity and lack of confidence in front of goal cost them dearly. How could we go from beating Crystal Palace 7-0 and beating Tottenham 2-1 with the last minute Firmino goal, to going 4 games without a goal, and 5 games we scored 1 goal in 5. That is the worst run of form that I can remember. When was the last time Liverpool went and collected so few points? In the last 5 games we are just shocking. We drew against Man United, we lost against Southampton, we drew Newcastle, we lost against Burnley, and we drew against West Brom. So what's that? That's 3 points from 5 games. That's relegation form. And I'm not saying Liverpool will get relegated, but in this mini 5-game streak, then Liverpool are just absolutely shocking. I'm honestly lost for words how to describe this situation. I really hope that somehow Jurgen Klopp can find a way to galvanize this team, and that's why I'm saying that I think this is the biggest job in Jurgen Klopp's career. We absolutely have to knock Man United out in the FA Cup, because I categorically can say that now, in my honest opinion, Liverpool are out of the title race. Why am I saying that? We just cannot buy a goal at the moment. I don't know where our next win will come from. I don't know where our next goal will come from. Even when we had the break that we all think we needed, Ben Mee just passing it straight to Origi. Origi runs clean through of goal, and I really believed that was the moment where our rotten luck ends, but Origi hit the bar, and I think that just made the team even less confident. And also, why I'm saying why Man City will win the title probably and Liverpool are not in the title race. Man City have some easy games coming up. They play like Sheffield United, West Brom next. After that, I think they play Sheffield United and Burnley. So Man City are going on a 9-game winning streak minimum. They are already on 6 games winning streak. So in the past 5 games, Man City collected 15 points, Liverpool just 3 points from the past 5 games. So that's a 12-point swing. Liverpool were 4 points ahead of Man City, and now Man City are 8 points ahead of Liverpool if they win their game in hand. But that game in hand is against West Brom, so I fully expect Man City to win that. 8 points. That's where Man City are ahead of Liverpool in terms of points dropped. 8 points, and on current form, I don't see Liverpool even finishing in the top 4. We are just in free fall. I think we will finish in the top 4 because this Liverpool team is just too good to not score goals in the Premier League. I'm really hurting and smarting from this defeat. I never imagined that Burnley of all teams, man, Burnley. Jurgen Klopp must absolutely hate the sight of Burnley and Sean Dyche. They almost had a fist fight in the tunnel at halftime. I think Sean Dyche had some choice words for Jurgen Klopp, and Jurgen Klopp stood up to him and sent him away, and I liked that. But I think that Liverpool really need to get a break from a ricochet or a favorable refereeing decision, which I don't see happening, because the referees just absolutely hate Liverpool this season. I don't know what happened, honestly. Why does all the referees hate Liverpool? I don't know. Let me know what they think in the comments below. Sorry that this is a mess of a video, but I'm absolutely in a mess, just like Liverpool in real life. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.